Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Control on PlayFrame. We've destroyed something. And that's how you know the episode's begun. Welcome, though. We're here in the Foundation, and we're going to try to solve the problem before the astral plane just completely takes over and breaks the house and all the people. And pretty much everything else in the house near the people. We're also going to read some things, because that's just what we do. On the history of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What's their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I've theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwartzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line. And there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believed some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yax Imixche, I don't know that one. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? Probably no to most of those, but we can never say for sure. Let's check the rest of the buildings and see if they have stuff to read. Or find. Or... Okay, maybe that's something on the outside that I'm able to interact without in here for some reason. Nope. Nope. No idea. Ooh. On the pyramid and geometry. I've been going through my library, researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board, as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts: past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational/divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal or human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine, Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old-world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're well past that silliness. Oh, yes. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be? Or they once were? The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. That makes sense. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. I'm enjoying all of this oldest house speculation. Even if we don't get any solid answers, having a bit more focus on the board and the house is fun.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Should probably go see her once I'm done saving the world. Again. Hello? I can't get in there. Maybe from the other side? Oh. Okay. Entrances? Perhaps? Maybe? Oh, here we go. Let me in. I want to explore. And listen.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hylogalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Huh. Interesting. Also interesting that we got this gun originally, or Northmore did, from that pillar. It's like that is our main point of contact with the board. And it's through that, at least originally, that they granted us blessings and tools. Very neat. Kind of want to get over there, if I could. On the other side, could I? Maybe? Yes. No. Wait. Hang on. This might work? I don't think it's going to work, but it might. Come on. Oh, it did work still. Well, good. All right. Should I go in here first? Maybe I should. Yeah. Look here. Just real quick. Ah.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
I'll take it. And... okay, so this leads back to the crossroads from the look of it. There we go. That'll come in handy later, probably. And just to be sure there's nothing back here. Hello? Aha! Something.
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
Wonder what these are for. Maybe I will find out below. Here? Oh, that's where we're at. Here. Upward. On the invention of the power core. After numerous attempts, I've finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that it allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Such resentment. Right. Yes, okay. Heard that. I need another power core, don't I? Oh. Well. Problem solved. Probably. There we go. That's what we need. That's what we crave. Catch. Thank you. What did that do? Maybe it did something downstairs. I'm gonna grab one of these and take it down with me, just in case. Just in case. Sorry. If I... No. Ooh, now I can go higher up. Okay. Don't know why that works, but I'll take it. Alright, this is feeling more like the house itself. Where are we? Still the Foundation, technically.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning the pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
It's interesting that Ash Jr. is pulling a lot more from like occult studies in this exploration, whereas it seems modern, like the modern inhabitants of the oldest house, the Bureau, are doing a lot more semi-scientific work, and that like they kind of are here too, but it's much more occult focused in their attempts to understand this stuff back in the 40s and 50s, which is kind of neat. And that Northmore kind of brought in a bit of a shakeup, it seems like. Where am I going? Eeh. This is high up. Here we go! There we go. That felt risky. Goodness. Barely even see the bottom. Hello? Marshall? Ooh. That's gonna come in handy. And sorry, stacks of rocks. That was fun. I got a few points to spend. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. And maybe... Is there anything good here? Oh, I can collect that. That's fine. Anything else good that I want to do, though? Spin, no. Spin, no. Charge, no. Melee? I mean, I barely ever use it. And it's a level 1 mod, so who cares? Kill mold hosts in the research sector. Unlikely, but you never know. Now let's see. Ooh, concedes large enemies when their health is low. That could be great. And yeah, no, that's all we were raising this for. More levitation could also be nice, but we worked hard for this. Nice. Cool. I think if I'm getting more points, I'm gonna finish off levitation duration and then finally start, I think, putting some points into more energy, because yeah, I've been operating on very few energy upgrades throughout, and more health. I've been kind of managing fine with both of these left pretty low for the most part. I've enjoyed having the utility much more than having a high pool of health. Health seems to go away so fast anyway, and I can get it back really quickly so long as I can keep on killing Hiss, but having a little bit more cushion, that'd be kind of nice. I'm a little turned around now, though. Am I going the right way? Yeah, okay, here we go. Ooh. Interesting. Ah, heck. Heck. Get out of here. Oh, hello. Sneaking up. Be on my team, please. Thank you. Yeah. Snipe them fools. Ah, jeez. Hello. Get out of here with that nonsense. Shoot. Hey. Oh, it's you. Knock it off. Ooh, look at all this stuff. Whoa. Didn't realize how much of a drop we had down here. Okay. What do we got back here? I haven't figured out where to do whatever the ritual is yet.
That damn gun.
Oop.
Faith. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
Thanks, Jesse. I was just about to say. I want to hear the full version of that. And no, not that one. This one.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
You say that, but here I am cleaning up your mess. I did my half. Okay, looks like we're gonna be doing some jumps. Could go in there. But no. Jumps. Yep. More jumps. More jumps? No? Oof. Okay. Nervous. Lead on, Swirly. Ooh, more rocks to knock over. Hooray. The simple pleasures. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh boy, oh no. Whoa. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Hey, no sniping. No sniping. And no doing whatever you're doing up there. Stop it. Could really use some health here. Shoo. Get beat up and shot like a lot. I'm gonna go for that health. That's better. Ah. Hey. Sneaking up. Get out of here with that nonsense. Shoo. Anyone else? Thought so. Boy, it's a fun power. I approve. So, all right, got two options here. Could jump in there. I don't really feel like doing it just yet. Let's exhaust all our other options first, huh? Yep. Okay, up and up and up. Somewhere, presumably. Yeah. Go. Nervous? Okay. Okay, we're going there now, huh? And it looks very red. And I don't see... Oh, we're gonna try to get up there too, I guess. Oh, I bet we gotta break all those things, huh? Nope, can't do that from here. Destroy all the hiss nodes will lower hiss barriers. Great. I'll do my best. Ugh, go away, barrier. Okay. Need elevator. Come on. Bring it on up. Come on. How am I gonna get in there? Ah, here we go. I say. Think. No. Okay, well, I have this, fortunately, because I thought ahead. But, how do I... Maybe... I don't see anywhere else to go out here. Huh. Can't make the elevator go away, seems like. Or like, maybe I can if I hit... Let's try this. That. Did that do it? No. Upper warehouse. Come on. Ah. Come on. No. Well. Maybe I could have shot it in passing? Oh, boy. Yeah, I might have to shoot a few of these in passing. Tricky. Okay. Maybe I don't need to because I figured out a different way to solve the puzzle. Yeah, it might be good. We'll see. This looks promising, though.
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
Oop. Okay. Ah! Jeez. None of that. Or this. Get out of here. With your nonsense. Yeah, go melee something else, huh? Thanks. Yow. Get out of here. Go away. No, don't dodge. That's annoying when you do that. I'm annoyed. Don't dodge. Stop it. Stop it. You. I see you there. Hey. Uncool. Ah, almost. I did get you. Ah, satisfying. Come on. You're healing. Where's your Healy ball? Where's the Healy ball? You. You are going to be on my team. Because I disapprove of everything you're doing right here. Hey, where'd you... Oh. Well, okay. Are we good? Former.
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
So Former's up to some nonsense. Okay. Huh. Ooh, doing some repairs. Only 3 remain, huh?
Just doing my job.
Nice. That's 1 down. Wasn't so bad.
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Darned right. What's back here? Tempting. It is tempting. Okay, so we've handled the warehouse one. We can probably leave the warehouse and go explore some other areas. Gotta try. Whee! That's fine. Neat. Alright. So, best way to get out of here. Guess if there's another control point here, we could... Yeah, perfect. Do a warp. Ooh, abilities first. Alright. So... I'll take that. Awesome. And, alright, need 1 more for that. Great. And let's fast travel to the crossroads again. There we are. Oh. Hello. Marshall?
It's
No.
the director.
No, just, some rangers around. Okay. Well, it's nice having a little company, at least. Thanks for the backup, everyone. I had it covered, I'll have you know. So, where are we going next? I guess this way? If we can.
It's an honor, Director.
Darned right it is. I don't think I can go this way, though, so I might need to do some jumping. Oh, look who's here. Hooray.
Jesse, hey!
Hello.
Emily, how did she get down here?
Conversation time. I say, conversation time.
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Yeah, I always do. That's kind of your job. Pope's collection. No, well, I wanted to see what it was. Game. Pope's collection. Oh, just talk to Pope more. I can do that, I guess. There seemed to be some sort of slight bug happening with Jesse's lip sync animation. Like one of the I couldn't really tell what was going on, but something was going weird with her mouth shapes a little bit that hasn't been for the rest of the game. Wonder what was causing that. Anyway, let's talk.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Well, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Noted. So I need to find more ID cards. We've got 3. Do they all have to be in the warehouse? I guess they do, huh? Seems like a side thing, but I might, maybe. Do you have anything to say?
The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
Will do.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it.
We'll call the jackhammers Plan B.
So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
I guess not. You know, why don't I go back to the warehouse and see if there's any more keys just, like, laying around anywhere. There was a lot of it to explore, though. Well, let's see. No. Well, it's not a key card, but I'll take it. On the 4 etchings, my explorations of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery, a fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone quite different from the cave's categorization-defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring. But who braved this place to carry them in? And for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tablets, with the pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness, to some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique, so are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and the pillar, but the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle, and it's unlikely I will ever find them. Boy, I know the feeling. Except in my case, the pieces are keycards. There's something. And there's a swirly behind. I'm going to assume. Hi. Oh, there was something explosive next to it. I see. Well, through is my point. Hidden location discovered. Nice. Don't suppose this location happens to have a key card. Really seems like no. Is it just a checkpoint, really? I mean, I guess it's fine. I just, assumed there'd be something more. That's okay. The hunt continues. Ooh, I found another. What do we got here? Oh, well, better than nothing, I guess. I suppose I'll take it, but, really love to figure out how to get these. Like, I guess I could ride the elevator over and over and keep on trying to, like, quick shot at the, like, hang on. So, like, I could ride up, switch to this gun, and, like, there we go. Okay, I got one. And I think there's some others, but I don't think I'm gonna be fast enough, and they're, like, on the other side. But maybe the one down there is, clear now. I don't know how to get to any of these. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. Let's, hang on. I'm gonna go back down and see if at least that one path is open now. Looks like it. But I don't really know what good this does anymore because, like, I already kind of solved this puzzle by other means, seems like. I'll keep it in here just in case. Well, back to wondering. Well, here's another something. Meteor Hill, AWE 3. Note, per archival mandates 8A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. The retrieved material was subjected to Fellstrom's array, configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress, it became vapors. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were redacted and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately. Deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations. Confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming their incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility and redacted to receive help away from society. Meteor Hill sounds vaguely familiar, but I do not know from where. Here's something. From the desk of Director Northmore. Frank, I have received your report of my latest medical. I was disappointed to see that you believe my connection to the service weapon and the board are products of delusion brought on by stresses of leadership. You witnessed my feats firsthand. You yourself declared my body temperature impossible. These are no delusions. They are the product of divine collaboration. The board has awoken in me a power beyond your understanding, and that power will only continue to grow. Your job is to merely ensure that I survive my gift, and with absolute discretion. To that end, my gifts are best used with a degree of mystery that your needles and probes betray. No further medicals shall be required. I forbid you to speak of this matter with your colleagues, especially Dr. Ash. Under no circumstances do I want him involved. Keep your mouth shut, and keep me alive. The board knows what I have become, and theirs is the only opinion that counts. Sincerely, Director Broderick Northmore. That's pretty good. And hey, there's a card.
Another one of those ID cards.
I'll take it.
Security chief.
Yeah, I know there's only one more, but man, it's a big warehouse. Oh, there's more. Meteor Hill AWE 3. Note, per archival mandates, etc., etc. This paradimensional occurrence consisted of 3 sequential sinkholes induced by subterranean explosions revealing foreign material of magmatic qualities. A local chapter of the Youth Science League were participating in an archaeological dig on the hill when the event occurred. Many boys were injured in the resulting collapse. Some touched the magma directly. Bureau agents arrived at the scene 7 days after the incident. Samples of the lava-like material were taken. The area was quickly sealed off from the public at our recommendation. Our aim was to ensure all remnants of the material were rendered inoffensive, but the magma descended too deeply into the earth to retrieve. Foul-smelling odors were detected in the area, which were hypothesized being the dissipated elements vapor trail left at the scene. All acquired material was delivered to Washington for examination in the Bureau's on-site laboratories. Well, neat. One more quick little runaround. So this is what we're trying to get into, yeah? Can I get... Okay, I can get in here now, and there's 5. Great. Okay, we got it.
This ID card was for an excavation engineer. Why did so many people abandon their cards down here?
Now there's a question. Okay, so this is where we put all the cards in? These things? Or things like them? Let's see. A 1. Oh, do I have to know which one goes in which? Does it matter? They're in different groups. Is there a place I can see their, like, seniority? Maybe this? Yeah, I don't have a lot of ideas here, but, let me look around a little more. There's a 3rd. Yeah. A 4th.
From the layer of dust on this place, nobody's swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this.
That's true.
There's an elevator, which I'm sure is super safe, and a space in each terminal for an ID card. But which card goes where?
Indeed. What am I hearing? Yeah, how do you figure out which one goes in which? Huh. The heck am I hearing? You know, maybe I'll just look at, like, the contents of their desks. So this looks like a security person. So, give me that stuff back. Let's take all these back. And, attempt this again, just going on context clues of what it looks like they've got at their desk. That feels like as good an option as any. Okay. This one has maps and stuff, so cartographer. This other one had guns and whatnot. Security. Chief. There we go. I'll try some of these other ones first. Looks like they're keeping a lot of journals. They got a computer. Research? That other one's probably physicist. And... I could see this being an engineer.
One of the cards was for an excavation engineer. I wonder which console was theirs.
I mean, it's this one, yeah? Did I do it? I did it. And there's reading. Happy day. Dr. Ash, as Chief Excavation Officer, it's my job to support the research team, so I got you your machine for that ridiculous sand research project. However, it is also my responsibility to ensure the safety of my crew. Do you know how many trips it took to get an entire bulldozer down here piece by piece? And do you know how many of my guys we lost in those trips? Here's a hint. Too fucking many. Which brings me to my point. I'm writing you today because of this request form that just landed on my desk. Apparently, you want a lightweight 1- or 2-man military-grade helicopter for the purpose of surveying the vast expanse of columns by air. I bet you didn't even stop to wonder how much time, money, effort, and blood this toy would cost us. Well, no, sir, I'm sorry, but I will not subject my men to another month of marching through that death trap upstairs. For Christ's sake, these people have families. Not that they ever get to see them anymore. Request denied. Louris McNary. Man, oh man. As dangerous as bureau work is now, can't imagine what it was like 60-something years ago. To the basement lab! I'm going a little long here, but we might as well wrap up this warehouse business.
Dust. Still, this lab's way tidier than any dark.
Ow! Mean. Not cool. Hiss. Hey. Hey! Continues to be not cool. Stop it. Give me your health. Jerks. Who else? You. Stop it. You. Quit. We good? I'm hearing music. And sounds. Who dares? Hey. Where are you hiding? And what does this do? Something good, I hope. Maybe. Hello? Huh. Maybe the threat is over. That'd be fine. What have we got in here?
Such a heavy door down here.
Let's find out. Processes designer Gibbs. Oh, jeez. The heck are you? The heck are you? Oh, you're one of those. This more dangerous seeming. Jeez. Where are you? Oh, you have friends. I hate that. Stop it. Stop having friends. Ow! Jeez. Where are you? Nope. Get hit. Get hit some more. Get hit again. Yeah. Ah, jeez. Whew. Okay. This thing's a meanie. Got a few things for you if you hold still. Where are you? Get hit! Get hit again! Where'd you go? Get hit! Ow! Where'd you go? Haven't got a lot of health to work with here. Boom! That darn stuff got in the way. Boom! There we go. Get out of here. Gibbs. Now then, as I was saying.
This looks like the nail, only mini.
It does look like a little nail.
A document. Is this in some kind of code? I can't read a word of it. I should take this back to Emily and tell her I got into Ash's secret lab.
She'll be so excited. From the desk of Director Northmore To Dr. Theodore Ashe Jr., as Director of the Federal Bureau of Control and chosen representative/liaison/benefactor of the great authority of the board. I love that he is now also using the multiple noun with slashes language. I demand your immediate withdrawal from the Foundation. Prior memos issued broadly to Foundation staff called for swift reassignment of all personnel to the upper levels of the House. All staff complied, except you. This demonstrates a lack of respect for my office and the board itself. This is their house, and we are their guests. We should conduct ourselves accordingly. Normally, such insubordination would be grounds for dismissal, but, out of respect for your late father, consider this instead my final warning. The board and Director Ashe chose me as successor to the office, and no amount of petulance will change that. Indeed, your actions seem to suggest you know better than myself, and by extension, better than the board. Permit me to assure you that this is not possible. Sincerely, Director Broderick Northmore. Really interesting characters here. I'm glad we're getting some more just information about them. Guess this is it, huh? Seems like. Tell you what, I'm going to head back up, and when we come back on Friday, we will continue exploring and maybe see how many of these other whatevers we can... We've done 1 out of 4 is my point, and we're gonna go try to do the rest. Y'all take care, and I'll see you Friday. Goodbye! Goodbye. There we go.